Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been. And he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Set, cut, before the bench. Right here in the middle. Some penetration here.
A carry for Bryce Love, the fourth-rounder from Stanford. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. This complete to Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
Man open left side is Brown. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Set, ready. Good, go. Here we go, D. Double time. 3 down.
Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Let's go now. 15 on it.
That's what I do. Hey, alert 3.
Looking to throw on second down. Harmon. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's 3rd and 4.
Third down and 4.
Ready? My God, 55. You ain't going nowhere.
Tight end right. 3 down.
Looking to throw. Harmon. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. On 1st and 10, Harmon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Harmon. And it's complete to Kelsey. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Operating from the gun, Harmon. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On 2nd down, Love. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the open.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs, and now they face a third and inches. Now Snell, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Benny Snell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
11 yards there, first down.
First down, Cardinals.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 38, Roethlisberger dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sheldon Day coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun handoff now for Love. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Harmon forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That was a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Dawson tacks on the point after. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigskin at the 7-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble now great.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Back to throw. Harmon into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger, throw left side, complete to Isabella. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 93 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come get some.
On first down, Harmon. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there at 22. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
On first down, here's Love. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Harmon. He gets it to Brown, complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, it's Love. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now the Bengals on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. On third down. It's Barnes, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Alex Barnes with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Bryant tacks on the extra point. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
180. Mike 5-4. Ricky. Watch out. Check, Mike.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And his pass incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane, the rookie from Michigan State. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the...
Julio Jones all alone. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Julio Jones, 76 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Back! Like 20. That's it. Here we go.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now look at him go. 30, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Now Roethlisberger will head to the line as his guys will go for 2.
Watch one. Oh, here we go.
Now Roethlisberger. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Fielded about a yard deep.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit and try and calm things down?
They go play action here on first down. He finds the rookie from Iowa, T.J. Hockenson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. To throw on second down. Harmon. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Harmon. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Harmon. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver.
This that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Start! 20! You don't want nothing, baby. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington's Tanner Rapp who picked it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Harmon. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Looking to throw on second down. Harmon. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. They tried to throw on second down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On third down, it's Barnes. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Antonio Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They still playing suck it up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
The throw over the middle taken in, and a loose football, and the Bengals grab it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. This is 3rd and 8.
56. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike 56.
On 3rd down, Barnes. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Black 20. Mike 54. Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And here we go.
Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Ready?
They'll run on 1st down. Love. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Dawson's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
All right, now, 2:30. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Flash and burn.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 16.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Ben to throw again. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
Watch one.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Go! Here we go. Eat. Watch the slant.
Throwing on first down. Harmon. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, you give him 14. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now this pass brought in by Brown. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw. Harmon. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
50's a mic. 50's a mic. I don't even know why this team.
On first down, it's Barnes. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Barnes. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
The tackle made.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Harmon nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.